Alright, what's up guys? This is the Air Raid Lord. I'm doing my new series for reviews for The Walking Dead, second half of Season 4. And I have my friend and roommate Jack here.
I'm here too. Whoopee.
Yes. He watched the new episode, what's it called? Too Far Gone was the episode that came out tonight. And, well, we're gonna basically go over it, like, just briefly what happened. I suppose there'll be a spoiler alert, and also what we thought about it and stuff like that. So I think the first thing I gotta mention is this is the first time we watched an episode that, like, brand new on AMC, and the fucking commercials, man, like, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I'm sure a lot of people who have kept up with the show from the beginning, like, I'm sure they're all used to this. But the fucking commercials, like, they just, like, I don't know, like, you get like 5 minutes of content, then like 10 minutes of commercials, and then like 15 minutes of footage, and then 20 minutes. Like,
yeah, it feels like half the content than you would get on Netflix.
I don't know,
or something.
Like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It felt short. I know the runtime is like 43 minutes. I think and then like everything the other 17 minutes is fucking commercial time. But whatever. I mean, that does not really have anything to do with the episode. I just found that, I don't know. The episode felt shorter than I guess it actually was because of that commercial bullshit. But anyway. So this episode's obviously a direct sequel to the whole prison showdown that happened in the previous episode. You got fucking everyone off on the road. You don't know where half the people are.
Which I'm disappointed in. I was hoping that they would, like, split it up and actually show you what's going on with them.
Yeah. The only people you get to see in this episode are Michonne and Carl and Rick. Those are the only people that you actually get to see their story, like, where they are.
Yeah, I like the backstory they gave of Michonne, like, because they finally showed, like, somewhat of her life beforehand, but, like, other than that, there was really no filler. It was, like, all just blah.
Yeah, the substantial stuff you get is Michonne's story, which this is a character we've seen since the end of Season 2, and we don't know, like, anything about her. There was an allusion to the fact that those two zombies she had at the beginning were her boyfriends or something, and now you get to see them before their arms were cut off, and, Michonne acting normally is, like, a real surprise, so they gave her a bit of development there. That was pretty interesting. I thought that was pretty cool for the show. And then...
Yeah, and it was pretty cool how they showed her, like, going off on her own and then kind of feeling that she can't do that anymore. She kind of gave up, and she's like, I gotta look for my group.
She looks happy, though. She had, like, the baby, and she had the sword, obviously. You saw that. How did it fit in that, the
Oh
block?
my god, fucking Mary Poppins there. Like, I don't know, was that Dreamland, or did she have, like, a hole in her counter?
Yeah, there was the block, and there's the block with the knives, and then she put the sword, like, right through him. Like, whoa, that must be the longest thing in the world.
Oh my god.
That was I don't know, oh my god,
good.
that was funny. Yeah, but then
I think that was Dream World, because, like, I don't think anyone would use that in the kitchen. That was just showing, like, I don't know.
Unless she's one of those Japanese chefs, like, like fucking, like, swinging that thing around. I don't know. And then she has her kid. Like, you don't know what happened to the kid. I mean, I have no idea. Like, she had that little
obviously
kid and
something
stuff.
went off.
Something happened. That's why she doesn't talk or anything in season 3.
Like, she talked about, like, someone making, like, a bad decision, like, you shouldn't do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously, like, she disagreed with someone, and then they died because of that.
And then she ends up hating them, and that's why they get their arms chopped off. So there's obviously something that went down.
Yeah.
We'll probably
I'm guessing the boyfriend had to do with the death of the child. Something like that.
Yeah, definitely something like that. And then the other substantial, which is probably most of the episode, is...
We learned that Carl is an idiot. We already knew that. Carl!
Yeah. I mean...
I gotta get my chocolate pudding.
Fucking Carl, man, like, he's been, I mean, like, I don't know, like, he's like, I mean, at least, like, he's acting a lot like Shane, where Shane's like, I can protect everyone, I'm the badass, but the thing is, Shane could actually follow up on that promise of being a badass.
Yeah,
fucking Carl, he lures
the shit. He's a little shit.
Yeah, he lures the zombies away. One surprise
trips and almost gets killed twice. But the fucking fat one.
So he gets ambushed by 3 zombies when one surprises him, and he like shoots them, and he barely survives. Then he goes into that house, and that zombie almost freaking like gnaws on his leg.
Yeah, and what happened to the steak? Like, he just completely dropped that, and like he wasted all of his ammo. It's like,
oh yeah, he was like shooting in the air. I was like, yeah, he's not experienced enough. Like he's trying to convince himself he's ready.
And he's
to
really
survive,
not.
And he's not. And then he has this whole session where he screams at his dad, it's your fault. Everyone's
stronger than you. I could have done better.
Yeah, you knew where the governor. Like you saw at the end of season 3. Remember, there was a moment actually. I don't know if you remember where he blames Rick. He's like, you didn't kill Andrew, and he killed Mom, and you should have killed him. Like you saw that. So that leads into this and stuff. And I think instead of dragging that out very quickly, they kind of kill that whole toughness because when he thinks his dad's a zombie, he like breaks down. He's like,
dude, I would have stopped. I would have turned off the TV and stopped watching. I'd be like, nope, fuck this shit.
There's no way.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if that happened, I'm done with the series. I don't care.
They obviously wanted you to think he was a zombie, so you went to that conclusion, and then
they wanted me to turn off the TV, be like, fuck you.
Yeah, but like Carl was like so disturbed by it. And it seems like they're getting their father-son relationship back.
He kind of needed to fall. Like Carl needed to like realize, like get more like worldly with everything, like because he was like so high and mighty. He was all haughty. He was a little shit, and like he like now it took all that to like realize, wow, I actually do need my dad to help me because I can't do this.
Yeah, and then they have that little chat and stuff. So hopefully he doesn't turn, because I know this is obviously spoiler, but I don't read the comics, but I do know that in the comics he turns into like a mini like he actually loses his eye, like the fucking
mini governor.
Yeah, mini governor, and then one of the future villains wants to make him like his apprentice and shit. So he like there's like this whole thing of him turning anyway, like into this villainous character anyway, but. As long as they don't do that, because obviously the show and the comic are two totally different things, and then different stuff's happening and whatnot and stuff. Actually, fun fact for people who don't know, it was actually Tyrese who was supposed to be the one whose head was chopped off by the governor instead of Herschel. Yeah. And that was so sad. Fucking.
Oh my god! I can't believe Michonne had to kill her zombie Herschel face.
Yeah, that was like
Oh my god!
I mean, he didn't even have he chopped his head off. He didn't even have that tendency to fucking stab his head. I was like,
the governor hacked his head off.
Oh my god! Like it's funny because I saw comments like, "Did maybe Herschel's head will reanimate?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, so who called that? Someone called that for sure." And then.
That's totally messed up.
Yeah, so then it looks like Michonne got back. So slowly the group. My guess is the group will slowly get back together. So.
Although, the little teaser session they gave us right at the end, with the next week's episode, with the fucking. It looked like something happened with the bus and like they crashed or something. So like I'm feeling like there's gonna be some major trouble.
Yeah, what
with
happened? Was Glenn on top of the bus?
I don't know. He was like he was laying down or something, and then. Whatever. What's her?
He was yelling at Maggie.
Maggie looked really upset. Like I'm guessing like there's gonna be mad trouble. Like people died in that bus and shit. Like that went south fast.
Yeah, they all turned to cannibals and fucking it just.
Like who knows? Something bad happened there. Cause I don't even know who fucking took the bus. Cause both the daughters didn't take the bus. So like who even drove
some random lady? But.
And I don't.
Everyone's so separated. Everyone's so fucked. I mean, I don't know how they'll get back together. I really don't know the course of the story. The only thing I know is that two characters, Abraham and Eugene, are confirmed to be in the thing. They're two comic book characters that come in at this episode or in this season. So their actors have been confirmed, so people know they're coming in. So I don't know when they're gonna show up, but I'm sure at some point they'll come and help Rick's group or whatever they do and stuff. So, yeah, that's basically it. I mean, the episode was good, but like...
Yeah, I thought it was a decent episode. I just don't like that it was the first episode. I thought that was too much filler. It was too much just bland
It kind of did
background.
feel like filler.
Like, I mean, I was just looking forward to something that would, like, jump out, like, show all the different people, like, branch out into all the different stories, like, as everyone was leaving, like, a little bit less time in each one, but,
Yeah, like, almost give everyone's story a bit of time. Like, all right, here's Tyrese, and here's the bus, and here's Rick, and here's Michonne.
Yeah.
No, but they only said, all right, here's a lot of Michonne, and here's a lot of Carl and Rick. They focused on two things, but it looks like the next episode you're going to get a lot of the other that we didn't see.
Because they set those three characters with Foundation, the rest is kind of mystery. I'm glad that Carl fucking finally is getting manned up though.
Yeah,
it pisses me off.
Well, Rick said it. You're a man now. You're that man's man and this man's man. And are you gay? Bitch, I might be. Yeah.
Bitch, I might be.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know. Maybe Carl's got something going on. I don't know.
He never relationship with Pudding.
He's in a relationship. That was fun.
He has the hots for Michonne.
What I want someone to do is to zoom in when Carl finds the video game. Zoom in and see if you could find the Left 4 Dead video game. Then that'll confirm that the term zombies exists in their universe. We already know Valve exists because I don't know if anyone remembers this. Glenn makes a Portal reference in season 2 to Maggie. Like he just says, "Oh, I played this video game Portal," and she's like, "Well, you were such a dork." And
fuck you anyway.
Yeah. So I don't know. Just a side comment, but all right, so that's our review. Pretty good. Yeah. I don't know. I never rated shows in the past.
Giving ratings, I'll give it a definitely not a 10 out of 10.
I'll give it like an 8.
I'll give it like a 7.5. Good content, a little bit too much filler, but like setting
too many fucking commercials. But we have the almighty cunts AMC to blame for that. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
We've been spoiled. The internet solved our
Yeah, we watched all the episodes of Netflix and online, so we didn't have to deal with the commercial horse shit. So, alright, that's it. Thank you for watching. We'll be back next week with the next episode, which I don't even know the name of it, but it has cool stuff going on. So, alright, see ya.